Hey everyone, Dr. Mark Supernaut with Family Healing Chiropractic here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Happy June, everyone. So we're going to get into this today. I love, had a patient come in yesterday. Just love taking care of patients, even after, I don't know, I guess like 26, 27 years now. Love taking care of patients. Patient comes in and I love that she just says to me, she goes, listen, she goes, I've had this neck pain. I have these allergies. I've had these headaches. They've been there for quite a while. I'm just not a person that likes to take drugs and medications to cover stuff up. I'm a person that actually likes to find out why my body's doing this and how it goes through its healing process. So she's taking lots of supplements and gets lots of massages, do things like that to kind of help support her body. She's been familiar with chiropractic, but never experienced the way that I'm going to talk to you guys today about what chiropractic is to me and to what we do here in this office. I love this. So in our office, we're big on this word, this statement. Chiropractors have used this for a lot of years. Some chiropractors cringe about it, but if you use this in the right way, it helps people understand really how the body works. I love this statement. The power that made the body heals the body. And so if you start to understand the concepts behind this statement, it's so powerful. And so, pun intended, say the power that made the body heals the body. So whatever you believe your creator, in my case, I believe it's God, created our bodies, created all living things, put this inborn, innate intelligence, this power inside the body to be able to go through and to coordinate, adapt it, and to create the function that it needs every single day in your body for it to live to be 80 to 120 years old, depending on how long you live. And so that power inside of it is the only thing that heals you. There's no medications or drugs. There's no surgeries. Even when I had the surgery on my Achilles, that surgery did not heal my Achilles. That surgery went in and put tissues together, but that's not what healed it. My body had to go through and repair the surgery that they made, as well as the injury that they had. The body's constantly coordinating. The body's constantly trying to fix things all along the way. That health, that healing comes from within. You cannot heal. You can't do an Achilles surgery on a cadaver, a dead body, and think that it's going to heal, because it's not going to heal. So I can't even adjust a dead body and think it's going to heal. I'm not Jesus. Can't raise Lazarus from the dead, obviously, right? So what happens is the body is the only thing that can heal itself. And so sometimes the medication, sometimes the surgery just buys time long enough for the body to be able to go through its healing process itself. So in our office, how we're so different, what we do differently here in this office, how we think differently is, first of all, we help you think differently. We help you to understand is that it's nothing from the outside that's going to come in and heal your body. It's everything from the inside. So you need to do things that are going to support your body's healing from the inside out. Healing is an expression of life. There's no doctor, there's no drug, there's no supplement, there's no adjustment that's gonna come in here that is gonna heal you directly. I tell patients this all the time. They'll come in, they'll say, "Man, you helped you helped me heal my cancer, you helped me heal my diabetes, you helped me heal depression, anxiety." It's like, listen, you healed this. The best doctor you have is the doctor inside of you. What our job is here in this office is to support your body to heal itself from the inside. And we're going to talk about, how does that work? How does that power that's inside the body, how does it heal? What happens? See, the body is self-healing, self-regulating. Healing is happening continuously all the time. Right now, your body's healing. So whether you feel great, and healing has nothing to do with how you feel, actually. And so whether you feel great or whether you feel awful and you have lists of sicknesses and diseases, or you have one disease, you have one ache and pain or problem, is that the body is constantly trying to regulate that and constantly trying to heal it. And this is what we need to do, is support that healing, support that regulation, and health is normal. See, like the body, dysfunction occurs when adaptation is overwhelmed. The body, if you can't adapt to its environment, or if it's stuck in the process of healing and can't fully, quote unquote, heal you, whether it's from your symptoms. And that's what I want you to start to think about a little bit differently, is that healing is not just about getting rid of your symptoms. Healing is about creating the best function in your body so it can heal itself from the inside out. That's the mindset that you need to start to take in there, because if you start to take that mindset, you're like, well, what can I do to help support what God already gave me? Like knowing that the nerve system, and I'm going to get in the nerve system here in a little bit, knowing that the nerve system is communicating well is a big piece of that process. It's actually the master. It's the number one key component to your body going through its healing and regulation and adaptation is making sure you have a clear nerve system. Obviously, putting the right food in your body, moving your body on a regular basis, taking care of your mind and your brain and what you focus on. If you're focusing on negative things and you're stuck in scrolling, that's not going to help you to heal. The body heals from the inside out. And so you need to support these things as you're going through this process to optimize it. The nervous system is the coordinator of all these functions. Every cell, every tissue, you guys heard me last week. I talked about this a lot. Every cell, every tissue, every organ, every system depends on the communication. The brain, as you can see in this picture here, the brain sends messages down through the spinal cord, out the nerves, through the spinal nerves to all your organs, cells, and tissues and systems, and it coordinates and it tells them intelligently, that innate inborn intelligence, that power that made the body heals the body, right? That brain is telling your organs, cells, and tissues on what to do and how to do it. And your organs, cells, and tissues, and your cells and all receptors of your nervous system are sending messages back up the brain to tell your brain, this is what's right or this is what's wrong. This is what I need regulation with. This is what I need adaptation with. This is what I need help with. And so the reality is that this nerve system is the coordinator of that. And when that nerve system has disruption in it, that's what disrupts the ability for the body to be able to heal itself from the inside out. This is where everybody misses this. And I'm going to get plenty of comments on this on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and everything like that. So great. I love it. Keep it coming. I love those things. We get people that email us and text us and find us online and say, then they start harassing my staff here. It's kind of fun along the way. Because if you're not doing anything, then nobody cares, right? But if you're doing something, somebody cares. Somebody's getting mad at you. And this is why people say, oh, chiropractic is a fraud. Chiropractic is all. Man, just understand what we deal with. We don't force the nerve system to work better. We allow and release and take pressure off of the problems in the nervous system so it can coordinate, so it can adapt, so it can heal, so it can function, so it can do what it's designed to do. Now, stress, we're not going to get away from stress. Stress is inevitable for all people. And in chiropractic, we talk about three categories of stress: physical, chemical, psychological. So basically, I call it physical, chemical, and emotional. So physical is easy for people to understand. People come in here all the time and say, I know my spine's out of alignment because I sit this way at work. I look at computers all the time. I look at my phones. My body's positioned like this. I'm constantly lifting stuff. I'm doing heavy labor or hard labor work, all this kind of stuff. People go through the physical. People can understand the stress that comes from the physical side of it when it comes to the spine. But what people don't understand is some of the worst things we can do are the things that we do chemically. Chemically comes from our food. It comes from the medications and the drugs that they're giving you to hide your symptoms. And it's also the peptides and the Botox and the hormone replacement stuff. These are all chemicals that are foreign to your body. Even if they're bioidentical, it does not matter. It's still being put in there falsely from the outside. And so your body has to deal with that stress. Cleaning supplies, things that you use in your office your home or office to clean your spaces or to clean your clothes or your dishes. These are chemicals. What do you put on your body? Makeup. These are chemicals. So chemical stress, one of the worst spines I've ever seen in my life. Degenerated young lady. She was 16, 17 years old, destroyed spine, looked like I'd been stressed for like 40 years. And she's only 16, 17 years old. And parents are like, I have no clue. And then after the parents left, actually, she was 18 because she told me after the parents left, don't tell my parents. But she goes, I've been addicted to ecstasy for the last 2 years. And so she's creating this drug in her body, putting this drug in her body that's destroying the structure and the function of her body, is adding stress. And then psychological, emotional stress. Okay. Probably none of you guys out there have emotional stress, right? That's my bad joke that I use for all my crowds. Like, everybody's got stress, emotional stress. How do you deal with that stress? How do you take care of that? And stress, we're not going to be able to avoid all these stressors. The stress in itself is not necessarily the problem. The real issue is not the stress. It's the issue that the body can't adapt to that stress. When the body's ability to adapt to that stress, then what happens is symptoms and dysfunction start to appear in the body. And so the body will start to have you'll have headaches, you'll have cancers, heart disease, diabetes. This means that your body has been overwhelmed with stress and it can't adapt to the stress any longer. So something has to give. And so that's where we get a chance to come in as chiropractors. And that's what I love my job. This is why we've been highly successful in this office that you see here right now for 22, 23 years now. And I've been a chiropractor for the last 25, 6 years. And why have we been successful? And why have I seen all these miracle stories? They're not really miracle stories, because if your body's functioning well, it's supposed to work properly, right? But some people call it miracles when they come to see us, because they're like, I don't understand, like all these doctors, all these drugs, all these surgeries, all these tests. Just had a young girl come in. She's had knee problems. She's going to be a sophomore in high school. And she had these knee problems. She's had MRIs and CAT scans and blah, 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 you name it. She had all these scans. All this therapy, all this time, all this energy, all this money comes to our office. We check her spine, not her knee. We check her spine to see, is her body adapting and healing the way it's supposed to. We start adjusting her. Within about a week, week and a half, she already knows massive differences with her knee. Why does that happen? I don't heal her. We remove the stress, we remove the interference, and the body does its healing. Some chiropractors say God does the healing. We move the bone, God does the healing. I love that mentality. Okay. But the reality is the power that God put in there is what really allows your body to heal. That's how he designed us. So the role of chiropractic is, we're not here to heal. I'm not here to heal you. Okay. The purpose is not to provide direct healing to specific conditions like cancers and heart disease and diabetes or neck pain or back pain or disc problems. You know, some of you guys might think that's what chiropractors for, is that, oh, you've got a migraine, go to my chiropractor. And I try to help my patients understand, we get plenty of people that come from those things. But my purpose is not to heal those direct symptoms, not to treat the symptoms, not even to hide the symptoms, not even to suppress the symptoms. What my job is to optimize communication and adaptability of the body. Helping the body better connect, respond, adapt to its stressors allows your body to start to work like it was always supposed to. People say, oh, it's because I'm getting older. No, it's because nobody's taught you how to take care of your body better. That's why we have people that are in my office, 60, 70, 80, even 90-year-olds that come in here and they're still able to do the things they're able to do because we've taught them how to optimize or take care of their body's ability to be able to adapt and heal the way that God designed it. That's how the body's created. And so again, this is such simple concepts, but it's so big because it's so different. It takes a paradigm shift. You have to think differently than what you've always been taught, because what doctors want to teach you and the medical industrial complex wants to keep you in this whole system is that it's a genetic issue, because if it's a genetic issue, then there's nothing you can do about it, right? So they like to help you believe that it's a genetic issue. Okay. They like to tell you that's not a lifestyle issue, but the reality is that you have to realize is that there's personal responsibility for your own health choices. Health is built through choices: sleep, movement, nutrition, thoughts, relationships, chiropractic care. They all influence this adaptability of your body. And people start to drift away from health before they drift into disease. So for instance, you start eating poorly, you stop exercising and moving. Nobody's taught you how to take care of your spine and your nerve system. And now you're not sleeping regularly. Your body's not able to rest and heal. It's not able to adapt. You start to become more and more stressed. And I've seen this where people come in here so stressed and so much pain and aches that the relationships around them start to suffer, whether it's their marriage or whether it's their relationship with their kids, their work relationships, their ability to be able to work and provide and do what they're supposed to do. These things are all affected. And you start to have to realize is that, there's a personal responsibility I have for my own life and my own health. There's nobody else that's going to come in and take care of these things. Like, health is built through choices. Are you making healthy choices? Do you need help on this pathway? Message us, DM me. If you see this little clip here, or if you find this on YouTube or whatever, I don't care where you live. I don't care where you're in this world, where you're at in this world. This concept works for all people in all areas and will still work if you hear this 10 years from now. I've been preaching the same thing for the last 20 some plus years, 25 years, and it's not going to change. Like, this part of it's not going to change. Do we start to use new words, or do we start to adapt our vocabulary a little bit? Yeah, there's some words that I didn't use 25 years ago. There's a word called salutogenesis, which is basically a new word for wellness or homeostasis of how the body works. What are the things you do to create health or life to your body? They created that, but chiropractors have been talking about this forever. It's just a new word. And so it's kind of funny when you start to see all these new people come along with this greatest, newest thing. If it's a gadget or gidget, if it's a drug or a pill or a supplement, it's a peptide, if it's hormone replacement, understand that these things falsely will tell your body about symptoms or about functions, but there's no free ride here. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Peptides might work. It might grow your hair back. It might help you with your muscles. It might help you with your energy. TRT. These hormones might help you with these things. I'm not going to deny that. The GLPs might help you lose weight. But the reality is that you can't forget that on the other side of this, these are still stresses to the body. And even that they help you symptomatic. I know some of you guys are like, and I've got friends, family members that are like, I don't really care. I feel great. I'm doing great now. And I wasn't doing great before. So I get those things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that stupid that I don't get that that's helping those things. But what I'm concerned about more is the long term. Are you making proper decisions for long term to influence or to affect your body? Are you taking personal responsibility? Are you eating the right foods? Are you getting the proper amount of exercise? Are you getting in scripture? Are you getting your mindset? Are you praying? Are you meditating? Are you getting the proper rest, proper sleep? And most importantly, for what I get a chance to do is helping people. Is your spine and nerve system, is it aligned? Is it in the position it's supposed to be? Because the brain and spinal cord can't communicate. The body can't heal the way that it's designed to do. So hopefully this helps you guys. I love this topic. I could talk about this all day long. If you have comments or questions, feel free to put them in down below. If you want to come into our office, find a consult. If you're here close enough, give us a call. You see the number down below on the ticker and the website if you want to go check us out. Other way is if you're not in this town, I will help you find a doctor that does what we do wherever you live. The best I can do. I've got a pretty good network all over the country, and all over the world, really. So love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great and blessed day.